Hey y'all, welcome to the Memoirs of a Sinner, a personal growth podcast by Her Kinkz.
In the Old Testament, there's a book titled Esther that tells the story of a Jewish woman who goes through a process of development, finds favor with a pagan king, and becomes the queen of Persia. Now, we all know Jesus is God in the flesh, and the first 4 books of the New Testament tells the story of his life and how he also has favor with the king of all kings, God the Father. Both Esther and Jesus are connected with someone in authority who can work all things together for the good. But Esther's favor with the king of Persia comes with restrictions. Jesus' doesn't. Although risky, for the benefit of a multitude, they both made a great sacrifice, putting their life on the line. In Esther chapter 4, Esther's people, the Jews, are at risk of being exterminated because a man named Haman, who was also connected to the king, asked for King Xerxes to write a decree to kill all the Jews in Persia. Xerxes, not knowing his wife was also a Jew, because she never disclosed it, did what Haman asked, not knowing his motive. Mordecai, who was Esther's cousin and also father figure, went to tell her what was going on so she could plead to the king on behalf of the Jews. But even as queen, verse 11 tells us that if Xerxes hasn't personally invited you to come and address him, you could be doomed to die. Esther tells Mordecai to tell all the Jews to go on a 3-day fast, and after, she would risk her life by addressing the king in order to not only save the Jews, but herself as well. In the book of Luke, the leading priests and teachers of religious law were plotting to kill Jesus because they didn't believe he was the Messiah and that his behavior was blasphemous. So a man named Judas, who was supposed to be Jesus' friend, came up with a plot to set him up. Haman, in Esther chapter 3, just like Judas in Luke 22, thought they had it all figured out, but it was all in God's plan. Both Jesus and Esther were in the position they were in, orchestrated by God for such a time as this. The trap that was set caused harm to those who set it, and not the innocent. In Matthew 27, once Judas realized the money he received in exchange for betraying Jesus wasn't worth it, he went before the leading priests and elders, threw the money down, and hung himself. After the fast, Esther went before the king, and as soon as he saw her, he asked her what it is that she needed. Anything that she wanted, even if it was half of his kingdom, he would give it to her. Upon finding out his wife's identity in Haman's plot in Esther chapter 7, the same sharpened pole that stood 75 feet tall that Haman planned to impale Mordecai on, Xerxes requested that Haman be impaled on it. Psalms 57:6 reads, "My enemies have set a trap for me. I am weary from distress. They have dug a deep pit in my path, but they themselves have fallen into it." Neither Jesus nor Esther committed any sin to win their battle. They humbled themselves, and God the Father, the King of all kings, fought for them. I love you all in real life.
If you'd like to stay connected, you can follow me on Instagram at the Insta About Her, THEINSTAABOUTHER, and make sure you subscribe and leave a review.